Hey, it's Kaufman is Alive. I look at comic books new and old. Today I'm looking at a new comic book, Absolute Batman number 6 by DC Comics. Thanks for clicking on the video. Please check out my channel. I do post daily comic book videos, so subscribe if you haven't yet. This issue is written by Scott Snyder and Nick Dragotta is on artwork here. Pretty awesome looking cover here. I love Batman. He's taken off his symbol. He's throwing his giant axe bat symbol right here at the camera. Basically, his whole costume is a weapon at this point, which comes into play at the climax of this issue as well. You see he's got these giant spikes on his back as well, and these big claws that come out of his cape. Kind of a similar looking cover to the Absolute Superman number 5 that just came out as well, with just both heroes front and center with like a big explosion happening behind them. I just did a review of Absolute Superman number 5 yesterday, so go check that out if you haven't yet. So cool cover. We start off here with the party animals. They've basically taken over Gotham City. They've dropped these crates all over the city, and they're urging people, the citizens of Gotham, into violence to earn money. And we've got the news reporter urging everyone to stay inside and lock their doors here. We see Waylon, who is a friend of Bruce's, who of course he's Croc, is what he's known as. We know him as Killer Croc in another universe, but this is like the Land of Oz, where all of Bruce's enemies from another universe are all of his friends in this universe, and they've all grown up together. As we see in this shot here of them all as children, there's Bruce and Selina and Waylon, Oswald Cobblepot, there's Edward Nygma, and of course Harvey Dent as well. I think Nick Dragotta does a great job of drawing children, because drawing kids is really hard, trying to make them not look like just small adults, but he does a really great job of making the kids actually look like kids. You know, they got these really small eyes, big mouths, big ears. Selina's got her cat ears on, of course. So we'll flash back here to Bruce at this sleepover with all of his friends. But he's actually just having a nightmare. He sees this gunman murder his mom, so he wakes up and asks to sit with his mom. And she's got some pictures out as well, including this shot here is actually a photograph that they've kept. And it's actually from the day at the zoo, which is the name of this first series in this Absolute Batman book. And this is part 6. This is the finale of the whole first story arc, so... And so Bruce, he actually reveals to Waylon here that he's Batman. And he tells him that he needs his help. And so this story kind of tells, this book tells kind of 3 different stories here. There's the flashback to Bruce and his mom, and then, of course, we'll catch up to current day Batman. And then there's this story with current day Jim Gordon along with Bruce's mom, and she's the deputy mayor, and Jim Gordon is the mayor of Gotham at this point. And they're out in the middle of it all. And I've got to wonder what the artist's instructions were for like this page here, trying to explain everything that's going on, but he does a really good job of doing it, as there's a little bit of kind of chaos going on in the background here, but they've dropped these crates that have these helmets in them. When you put the helmet on, it basically shows you this like computer interface, like a video game where, you know, you commit a robbery and you earn money, and you earn more money with the worst crimes that you commit. And it's got like your total crimes committed, and everybody in Gotham is like ID'd on here, and they have different bounties placed on them. It's Black Mask. I'm assuming has some sort of connection to Brainiac from over in the Absolute Superman comic book, and he's able to somehow use Brainiac to link into everybody in Gotham, link everybody in Gotham up to these masks here. So, and Martha, she puts one on to kind of see it, and so that we can see what's going on. And of course, some other people from Gotham are threatening them. They want to take the masks. They realize it's Jim Gordon as well. So we've got a standoff here. We see the party animals trying to take over Gotham City, basically. Then we see Batman here. He's using all of his friends. He's got Oswald Cobblepot using his plane. He's used Edward Nygma's Riddler device to get some information about the Black Mask's network that he's using. And Batman jumps out of this plane, and he's going to jump onto this boat here because he says there's local servers that he can knock out. He can't take down the whole network, but he can take down little networks within the network. So, but we get this awesome splash page here. Just some instant classic stuff here by Nick Dragotta. So Batman crashes down onto the boat, onto one of the party animals. He's like working as a DJ here. I think we kind of learn they're actually like a mother, father, and child like family here on this boat. But Batman uses the life jackets to just beat them all up. But also he gives them the life jackets and throws them off the side of the boat here. The child comes to attack Batman. He just picks him up here. They're like weird alien creatures too. Something we still don't know much about. Just that we just know that they are some sort of alien species or human alien hybrid. But he's like, wait, stop. You can't do that. I'm just a kid. And love this panel of Batman here. I love all the little panels all throughout this book. Just some great panel layouts and page layouts here. But he grabs the kid and just punts him. Just kicks the baby right off the boat. Don't kick the baby. And then the mom comes out and she's like, kiddo, are you out here? And Batman just stares her down and she just jumps off the boat by herself. And then he throws her a life vest, which is a nice touch there. So then we learn a bit more about Bruce, his father and mother. Actually, some stuff we kind of already know, just that Bruce's father was hopeful, and she's trying to instill that into Bruce. So we see the $1 million bounties are put on Martha and Jim Gordon's head here. And then we see Alfred. He's taking off in this plane. He just wants to get out of Gotham at this point. He's taking his daughter with him, but she threatens that if they leave, that he'll no longer be her father. And he says, well, wheels up, Captain. Get us out of this damn city once and for all. So Alfred's out of here. We see Batman continuing to battle with Black Mask here. Some really awesome pages. Black Mask's about to strangle Bruce. In a callback to the previous issue where Black Mask was talking about how he loved the sound that the pigs make when they die because he grew up in a slaughterhouse. So Black Mask is saying the scream that they made is his favorite part. So he's going to make Bruce do that, but Bruce says, did it sound anything like this? And he stabs Black Mask using his giant bat ears right through the eyes here. Another great splash page. So then we get some real tense pages here as we got Martha and Jim Gordon in a standoff here with some of the citizens who are trying to collect this $1 million bounty on their heads. We see Batman dragging Black Mask. Black Mask threatening Batman that he doesn't know what's coming. He shouldn't have done this. Batman just looks back at him like, yeah, whatever. Then we see him go into this giant server room. I love the really small panel here of the server room. And Martha trying to stand up to these guys. Jim Gordon's like, "What are you doing?" She's like, if you're," she says, "So if you're killing him, you might as well start with me. But you're better than this. You hear me? We are better than this." She's trying to tell the citizens of Gotham not to give in to Black Mask's, evil demands here. Then we see Batman pull the grenade pin out and he blows up the server room. So right as they're about to shoot Martha and Jim Gordon, the server goes dead. So they have no reason to collect the bounties anymore. And then she punches the guy right in the head. So that's the end of that. Batman, of course, saves the day, but he pretty much blows himself up. And it's kind of confusing, but I think he's like drowning in the water here. And then Alfred shows up in like a boat or a submarine and rescues Bruce. And he says, kid, if I'm sticking around, so are you. Now let's get you patched up. So Alfred, of course, gonna stick around after all. I love how Batman, it seems like at the end of every issue, is just like beaten, worn down, half dead. Even though he saves the day ultimately. So, really cool issue. And we get an epilogue here with, I'm assuming this is the Joker, though we're not really told. And he's got like a butler here or a servant. It says, "Sir, Sionis is reporting. It seems there's been a small snag in Gotham City." He goes, "I'm aware. It's time. Get Bane." And I've heard Scott Snyder talk about bringing Bane into this Absolute Batman series, and that'll be really cool. I'm looking forward to what they're going to do there. So we get a little preview page of the next issue. There's going to be a guest artist, Marcos Martin, and it's a two-part story introducing a chilling new take on Mr. Freeze, it says. So before we get Bane, it looks like we're going to get a two-part story with another artist involving Mr. Freeze. So then we get a preview of the Martian Manhunter #1, Absolute Martian Manhunter, that's about to come out. Written by Dennis Camp, and Javier Rodriguez is the artist. Hassan Osman El Hadju is the letterer. Sorry if I mispronounced that name. It's kind of hard to read with the lettering here, but it says you look for identifiable patterns, anything to make the world not random. And we get some weird art here. Some really cool stuff. I'm going to be checking this out for sure. It's just super psychedelic, kind of almost like a 60s kind of style to it. So he says, "Have you ever tried not to think of something? It's all you can think of." And then, of course, Batman Hush 2 comes out next week. Written by Jeff Loeb and Jim Lee, of course, on artwork. So looking forward to that. Absolute Batman #6. Go check out this series. I recommend this issue. And thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.